got it?
Got it.
All right.
We're
and then I got to record the Zoom call.
Welcome back to
That was
Back
funny
in the
when
Sack.
the interviewer
Welcome back
was
in
like,
the Sack. We're live.
It's kind of funny when the interviewer was like, "How are you going to deal with recording now that you're all apart?" And we're like, how we normally do.
Transmutation Chair Sarah Garcia here. The following is a Dungeons & Dragons podcast. Names, characters, businesses, places, and incidents are either products of the Dungeon Master's imagination or used in a fictitious manner. Any resemblances to actual persons, living or dead, or any actual events are purely coincidental. So, sit back, relax, and enjoy the episode. You might be wondering how we got here.
You see Cash kind of fading off this woman. It appears to be the same woman. What do you do?
Oh, no.
I'm leveling my gun at the woman.
You see Cash is this like spectral, almost orangish being, and he's missing like his left leg from his knee down is just gone. He's kind of both using the staff to keep himself upright, but also to fend off this woman. He turns to Kumi and kind of...
All right, be nice. She's a friend.
Cash, did you just say that she's a friend?
I don't know. Why are you here?
Jack sent us on a mission to get you.
Why are they here?
Your soul didn't pass on. You died, and I figured you were stuck in... I mean, I didn't know if you were in the hells, if you were... I don't know what happened.
I'm right
here. What are you doing here?
I did say I thought he didn't want to... He probably wouldn't want to come back.
What do you mean? Come back? Is that even possible?
I don't know,
Maybe.
but Jack made it sound like it was.
Is it?
Whatever's keeping you here, as soon as we free you from it, you can come back.
You have 3 choices. You can come back, you can move on, or you can stay here.
You're in the bastion of unborn souls. You're where souls who still have business congregate and are expended. Cash, the longer you stay here, the more you're at risk for your soul to become corrupted. I mean, look at you. Look at yourself, Cash.
Could we not take her to the secure prison in SWAT?
Could you come with me?
You know what? Fuck it. Let's do it.
Wait, hold on. I heard of something. Hold on. Y'all ever heard of a soul needle?
She jumped. No,
We just got to figure out a way to get... If we can get Nelson back, we can get Kumi back.
What?
We just got to figure out how to get them back physically.
Oh my god. I got it. Sorry, hold on. So, okay, I have this thing, but it's called a mini-handed pouch. It's also known as a interdimensional pouch.
And you take 89 points of necrotic damage and
Holy
are blasted
shit.
away.
I cast Polymorph as a bonus action on myself, and I turn into a giant ape.
Julie, you see the transmutation chair open up her office and begin rummaging around in some of her display cases, and she pulls out this fine, thin, silvery needle and says, "Now, be careful with this. This is, again, very expensive and can do a lot." So, Jack begins kind of threading your soul kind of to Kumi.
Does it hurt?
It doesn't feel pleasant. It feels like you're being... stabbed and pulled through. You see the tuning fork begin to vibrate, and then you guys are all sucked down into this portal that kind of opens up. Wes, you're back that chamber, and the chamber kind of decompresses, and you're back in your form, and you see Jack also, and Jack sits up and goes, "Oh, shit." And Nelson and Kumi, you're not in SWAT, and you see the glowing forest around you, and you are somewhere in Fayton.
Jack sits up. He kind of shakes his head and grabs the side of the pod he's in. He says, "Shit." Nelson.
Yes.
You are in this kind of forested area. You kind of shake your head and wake up, and you realize that you are not only not with everyone else, but you are also with Kumi. You do not see Cash anywhere.
Great.
Oh no. Are we awake? Did we wake up in the forest?
You are awake. Kumi is actually asleep right now.
Okay. Oh, she's gonna try to eat me.
I forgot she does that.
I'm gonna try to wake her up.
Okay. You begin to walk over to Kumi and shake her awake, and you see her start to stir, and she kind of starts to lean up, and her eyes are still closed.
Hey, you okay?
She almost like sleepily starts reaching out for you, and you can see that her fingers are these like super sharp claws now, and they're going for your neck slowly for now.
I'm gonna back away.
Okay, as you back away, she kind of follows you a little bit faster now.
I am gonna grab my hand axe.
Okay, you have your hand axe in hand.
If she makes a lunge for me, I'm gonna go and get her.
Okay, she begins to lunge for you, trying to make an attack on you. That is a 19.
Yes, that hits.
So she lunges at you very quickly. You can take your reaction, but she takes 2 claws down the front of your chest. You take 9 points of damage.
Okay.
What do you do?
I am going to make that attack on her.
Okay, yeah.
That is 18.
18?
Yep.
Yeah, that hits.
And for 7 damage.
7 damage? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, you managed to strike her back, but she's still kind of like bearing at you. Are you going to do anything?
Yeah, I guess I'm just going to try to hit her again because I'm not sure he knows what to do.
Okay. Go ahead and make another attack.
This is probably just like nothing. That's a natural 20.
Oh boy, howdy. All right, roll damage.
Good morning.
Good morning.
That is a 5, 10, 12.
12 points of damage. Okay. All right, yeah, you take like a pretty deft, like sweet, like you kind of spin around her and take a slice down her back, and she kind of falls down forward a little bit and then kind of slowly begins to get back up. So you have another action.
I can't disengage with this action. I can only make 2 attacks, right?
No. I'm saying you have another round.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Well, she kind of slowly gets back up.
Can I disengage and run?
That can be your action, yeah.
Yeah, that's
okay.
What I'm gonna do.
You begin like running away, and how far do you go?
I am gonna take a look at the sun, make a sort of is there only one sun in Fayton?
The sun, there can be multiple suns. Right now there's only one, and there's like almost a perpetual dusk and sunrise almost always going on, but right now it seems to be one sun time. Make a survival check.
Is it like blatantly obvious that we're in Fayton?
Not now.
Okay. Survival 9.
You actually can't tell as of now that you're in Fayton.
Okay.
Just with this one action. It will take you probably about a minute to kind of discern more that you
Gotcha. I'm going to get as far away from her as possible.
Okay. How far?
30 feet, because I don't think I can dash. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you kind of dip away from her, and she kind of slowly gets up, and then kind of slowly now begins sauntering towards you.
Hey. Okay. And he's gonna throw his axe and keep running.
Okay. Make your ranged attack.
That is a 12.
That does not hit.
Oh, not a 12. 14.
Oh, that's okay. That still doesn't hit.
Okay, yeah.
You kind of throw it, and it kind of just past her. You see her actually kind of slip down a little bit, and keeps on coming towards you.
I'm I am going to cast invisibility on myself.
Okay.
At 3rd level.
Let's see.
Which can affect another person, but it's just going to be me.
Okay, cool. You cast this on yourself, and at first you see what are you trying to do?
Basically trying to get out of her line of sight and see what she does. And basically just try to avoid her, like, I know it doesn't have her eyes open, but I'm hoping that it's something else. I don't know.
All right, for the purpose of this, make a stealth check.
Okay. 9.
9?
Yeah.
Okay, you see her with her eyes closed, kind of looking around for a little bit, and then you see her kind of almost do a sniff, and then continues sauntering in your direction. She's about 5 feet away from you now.
Oh, shit.
Unless did you take more move?
Yeah, I would have kept moving.
Okay. Yeah, you kept on moving. So she's about, I'll say, 20 feet from you.
I think he is going to break into a run. Just full booking it away.
Yeah, you begin dashing away, and as you do, once you get about 60 feet out, she stops and then just kind of looks around for a little bit and then begins moving in a different direction.
I am going to follow her, but at a distance.
Okay. How are you following her? Are you staying invisible?
Yes.
Okay. You see her kind of sauntering off in a direction, and you actually hear... make a perception check.
Yep. That is 25.
25? Oh my god, all right.
He has very high perception.
You kind of listen out for a second, and you can hear some commotion in the direction she's moving.
Yeah, I think I'm moving, like, parallel to her. So just, like, following her, but, like, sideways.
Okay. You continue going that direction, and you hear the beginnings of what sounds like some kind of camp of some creatures. You're not entirely sure what kind. But she continues kind of going that direction. Are you still following her?
Can I run towards the sound?
Yeah, you dash ahead of her, and you can see that it's a small camp of these different humanoids. You see like a couple dwarves, a couple halflings. You see like one human, and then you see 3 half elves in this kind of weird camp.
Okay, so I can probably figure out from there that we are in Fayton.
Yes, from that you can kind of discern that you are in Fayton.
I'm gonna drop invisibility.
Okay.
And get the hell out of here! Hey!
You drop invisibility and say that, and they all kind of jump, and then they look at you, and their hands kind of go towards their weapons.
No, there's something coming, but you need to move now.
One of the half-elves is kind of muscular, very broad-shouldered half-elf goes, and who are you?
It doesn't matter who I am. You guys gotta get out of here now. There's something coming, and it is not good.
He kind of puts his hand... He has this kind of club on the side of his leg, and he picks it up and begins tossing it. And he says, and who's to say that we can't handle this threat?
Because it's a demon. And he's gonna keep running away from them. He warned them, so...
Okay. You run away, and you see... As you kind of sprint away, you see Kumi break the tree line and begin, like, sauntering towards them.
I think I'm going to stop and watch.
Okay. You stop and watch, and you see this scourge kind of happen. They fight off Kumi for a little bit, and then you see Kumi get wilder and begin kind of almost striking these things down. And she actually kind of gruesomely rips out the throat of one of the dwarves, and they kind of fall to the ground still. And the rest of them, freaked out by this, kind of start running off in different directions after this fray happens for about a minute. And then you see Kumi kind of starting to lunge down to kind of finish off this dwarfen figure that is laying on the ground. What are you doing?
Can I get to the dwarf before she does?
Probably not before, but you can get there probably at the same time.
Can I... How far away is she from me?
Are you running right up to the dwarf?
Yeah. I'm gonna make a run towards her and throw my hand axe at her.
Okay. Go ahead and make a ranged attack.
Unnatural 20.
Yeah, that hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
4.
4 damage. Yeah, you managed to hit her, and she kind of slows for a little bit, but she's not stopping at all. And this dwarf kind of looks like he's on death's door if you don't do something quick.
I am going to cast Healing Word at first level.
Okay, you cast Healing Word. You see the kind of wounds on the dwarf's throat kind of start closing up, and he takes you see him take a breath, and he kind of looks up at you and then looks at this demon fox creature and tries to kind of back away. Let's see if Kumi gets him. Okay, so Kumi just barely misses as he kind of backs away. She actually kind of scratches at his forearms, but he's kind of made of tougher stuff, and he kind of backs away and begins sprinting away. So now it's just you and Kumi. Oh, and then it would actually be Kumi's turn because that was her reaction. So she's going to try to take a claw at you.
Okay.
Jeez, Elite's rolling like terrible poo-poo. That is a 14 versus AC?
That hits.
That hits? Okay.
Yeah.
5 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
As she kind of rakes her claws down the front of your chest.
Okay. Oof. Yeah. Can't take another one of those. I think he is going to cast Web at 3rd level.
So what does she need to do?
She needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
Oof, that is an 11. Okay. Yeah, she is restrained now?
She is... Yes, it is difficult. Let's see. On a failed save, the creature is restrained while it remains in the web or until it breaks free.
Okay. Yeah, you see her, you kind of back away and cast this web, and you see her kind of fighting this web. I'm just going to make a couple rolls to kind of decide what she can know. She is kind of fighting through this kind of web. What are you doing right away?
Is there anyone else who is injured but alive?
You saw all the injured people who were still able to move, escape, and you see that dwarvish figure kind of sprinting off into the foliage in the back.
And there's one dude who's like definitely dead?
No, the dwarven guy was almost dead. Like she had ripped out his throat, but you gave him enough heal to be able to make an escape.
Christ. Okay, gotcha. All right. I'm trying to think. Like he was probably like standing there, just trying to figure out. Like, he has to give himself a second, because normally he can, like, think pretty fast, but this is new.
Mm-hmm.
Would you just seem normal when we were in the astral plane, so just wake up!
Make Cash make a charisma check.
7.
She still is kind of asleep. She's still kind of clawing at this web, and she's almost out.
I mean, Nelson's gonna back away.
Mm-hmm.
And, some juice, because he's not doing so hot. Yes, I am to cast, False Life on myself. So I get 1d4 plus 4 temporary hit points.
Cool. Rolled a bone.
Okay, rolled 4, so I get 8 temporary hit points.
Cool. Okay, you have 8 temporary hit points for, I think it's like the next minute or whatever.
For the next hour.
Okay, yeah. So you're feeling a little bit better, for now. Yeah, she finally kind of claws her way out of the. How far did you back away?
Probably 15 feet. But
15 feet.
Yeah. The strength check for escaping web is 15, DC 15.
Yeah. She rolled a. Oh, it's a strength check.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's still fine. She rolled an 18.
Okay.
She manages to kind of claw her way out of the webbing. What are you doing immediately after?
Listen, I don't want to hurt you, but I don't want you to hurt me. So, good luck. And he's gonna run off.
Okay, you begin running off, and she kind of begins following you slowly. Make a survival check.
Yep, 18.
18. You just barely pass. You manage to you kind of take a look at the kind of skyline for a second, and you've seen this before, not necessarily in person, but you've kind of read a little bit, kind of know generally where you are in relation to the closest gate.
Gotcha. Okay. I am going to I think I want her to follow me to an extent.
Okay.
Just so she doesn't attack anybody else.
Got you.
And if I see anybody on the way to the gate, I'm gonna go towards the gate. If I see anybody in between me and the gate, I'm gonna warn them to just clear out.
Okay. For the purposes of this, make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. 14.
Okay. Yeah. You manage to keep just at the edge of Kumi's kind of range, and she's just kind of slowly following you now. This is going to take a little bit of a while. So, Wes.
Yeah.
You
I'm
are
here.
up, and Jack is slowly forcing his way out of his
I'm
pod
sitting in
and-
like a suspension tank pod thing.
Yeah, essentially.
Okay. I spit out some of the liquid.
Oh,
I
sorry,
sit
no,
up.
it's not a liquid thing. It's more of a
Oh.
kind of just a soft pad kind of thing, almost silicone.
Oh, okay.
It looks
Alright,
like
then.
from the outside, it looks like one of those. If you've ever been one of those deprivation float chambers.
Yeah. So the first thing I do after I sit up, I throw my feet out of the pod, like sort of sit on the side of it, and I look for my stuff.
It's all there. You had
It's
it
all
with
there?
you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. I get up. I go. We gotta find Julie.
Yeah, we may have a bigger problem.
Wait. Where's Nelson and Cash and Kumi? Where?
It seems that I was dabbling a little bit out of my forte, and they may be somewhere in Phaeton.
This stage just keeps getting better and better. All right, let's get. Okay.
At this
Mike-
point, Julie, Michael and Julie kind of run into this chamber. Michael
Oh,
goes,
that was easy.
Wes! Oh, dear God. How are you? How are you doing? Where, Jack?
Where are
Where-
the others?
I mean, you know what, Jack? You cast a spell. Why don't you tell him?
Jack kind of begins picking up all this stuff and kind of goes, shit. I tried to cast the teleportation spell, but I think I was one plane off, and it kind of it sent them into a random location. I messed up, Michael. I messed up.
How random.
I mean, it's from what I can tell, it kind of felt like somewhere in Phaeton, but I can't be sure.
Then we're going to Phaeton. And I turn and walk out of the room.
Julie, that's like saying we're going to Earth. We don't know where they are.
I stop walking out of the room.
Michael kind of goes, we could ask a diviner to try to find out a little bit about where Nelson is, but those magics are limited cross planes.
Do we have someone who can scry?
Yes, but I mean, we can try. You kind of sprint out to who are you trying to find?
Are they all...
I don't know.
Like,
Who do we know that can scry? Who's the cleric? Who's the Scarlet, I guess? This is the cleric?
aren't we past, like, closing time of SWAT right now?
Yeah. It's
shit.
late. It's like 9 p.m.ish.
Damn it, they're already out of the office.
You guys kind of run around.
What type
Michael,
of magic is scrying?
make an Arcana check.
Oh,
Me or her?
me, because I'm the one who asked
Julie.
it.
Okay.
9.
9. You have no idea.
I'm asking.
Well, she did
them.
ask.
I did
'Cause she doesn't
ask.
know.
I asked because I don't know, O'Neill.
Oh, are you asking Michael? Or
Yeah, I
Yeah.
said that in
Oh,
character.
okay. It's harder to tell when we're not in person.
Sorry.
Michael goes, it's divination. We can find someone, I'm sure. You guys make a couple calls around, and there is somebody who's kind of staying in the dorms that has been studying some divination. You kind of walk up to him, and his name is Tedley. And
Tedley.
Tedley.
Is he human?
No, he is a dragonborn.
Thank God.
God.
He is a red dragonborn, and he kind of you guys kind of barge in once you guys figure out kind of what he's going. He says, what can I help you for?
We need you to locate somebody. It's an emergency.
Ooh, I'm kind of beat for the day.
If you don't, they could die. Do you want that on your... Can you live with that on your conscience?
Julie,
You see Tedley kind of get up and kind of stretch and says, "Nah, but man, I'm just tired." Yeah, fine, sure. At least I got a quick nap in. You see Tedley kind of collecting their artifacts, and you see them kind of, huh?
This guy's a jerk.
Oh, and we're so nice.
Yeah, but like I'm telling you, it's an emergency. I need you to locate someone.
Also,
they're in real
is it
danger.
Michael and Jack with us?
Yeah.
2 fucking council members come in. He's like, man, I don't feel like it.
Listen, not everybody has the same kind of attitudes, you know? Tedley kind of begins stretching and says, "Geez, lessons were harder today. Yeah. Just give me like 5
Tedley,
minutes."
do you see these 2 guys behind me?
He kind of takes a look and he goes, "Oh, Michael, Jack, how's it going?" And Michael kind of stifles a little bit of a chuckle and he says, "Tedley, this is a bit of an urgent situation." And Tedley kind of goes, yeah, for sure. He finishes collecting all of his stuff. Wes, make a history check.
What is that under intelligence?
Yes.
Yep, that's a 10.
10? Okay, yeah. You only vaguely recognize this guy. Julie, I'll let you make one with disadvantage.
Oh, okay. That's a 6. I don't know him
6.
either.
Yeah, you two can't really pin who he is, but he kind of is taking Jack and Michael's kind of pleas very as other people usually react to council members. But he kind of collects his artifacts and he says, "All right, where are we heading to? Who am I scrying on? Do you have a piece of clothing or an artifact or something that I can use to channel?"
I still have a teleporty bag from Nelson, don't I?
Yep.
Yeah.
What was it?
Oh, I'm also wearing his elven cloak and another thing.
Okay, do the elven cloak because that's more clothing.
Yeah, I pull off my cloak of elven kind. I'm like, this isn't going to destroy it, right?
No. I just gotta. You.
Yeah.
Because he begins channeling. Make an insight check, sure.
Can I do one too? Because I don't like the tone of this guy's voice.
That's a natty 1.
Sure. He seems like a very
18.
18. Okay. Nelson, he just seems like a very standard red dragonborn. Julie, you kind of take a look at him, kind of picking up kind of on what he's doing. He seems pretty powerful. And you kind of pick up that his relationship with Michael and Jack is a little bit more lackadaisical than it normally would be for a normal council member. You think he might be on a different kind of level than you guys are. But he begins kind of divining, and it takes him a little bit, and he goes,
"I'm pacing, by the way."
Does she feel as though he's lying about destroying my cloak?
Oh, no.
I was okay.
Yeah,
okay. That was what I was looking into.
He kind of begins casting, and he goes, "Yeah, they're not on this world, whatever, because you guys are still on SWAT."
I hate you, O'Neill. Why couldn't the council members have told him this? We're not the only people in this scene.
You kind of just gave it to him, and he began casting, and Michael kind of shakes his head and goes, "Yeah, they are in Fayton." You see him go, the Dragonborn go, "So why didn't you tell me this before I started casting?"
I didn't know it was important.
Guys. You guys begin. He's like, "Come on, we'll just go to the gate." And you guys begin kind of sauntering towards the gate.
I'm not sauntering. I'm walking.
Well, he begins sauntering, or they begin sauntering toward the gate. Nelson.
Yo.
You kind of make your way through this forested area, and you get to this ravine. The forest kind of opens up and it dips, and then there's kind of a ravine on the left. And the way you're going, you're probably about 10-ish miles away from the gate. But as you kind of cross this ravine, make another perception check.
Yeah. 12.
12? Okay. You don't hear anything. You continue kind of walking away for a little bit, and then you hear
That's awful. I hate it. I hate it.
And you see two of these spider-esque creatures kind of hop out from this ravine, and they have the drop on you, so they're gonna get a surprise round.
If Kumi eats the soul thing of a spider, does that reset her day count or whatever?
Oh, they both rolled like a dog shit. That is that misses on Kumi. That is a 14 versus your AC.
That hits.
You he kind of bears down on you and begins kind of biting into you. You take 2 points of piercing damage, and I'm gonna need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh my god, you got poisoned.
21.
Dang it!
You didn't get poisoned.
The one thing that Nelson got over for cash is a bumpin' Constitution.
Nice.
I mean, a small child who plays soccer on the weekends has a better constitution than Cash.
Well, Cash had
Cash
had one good leg.
Yeah, 21.
Okay, yeah, you pass. You feel this kind of hot, dripping, venomous stuff start dripping into you, but you manage to kind of bear it off and roll out of the way as the thing was going to come down for another strike. Yeah, roll initiative for me.
Yep, you got it. That is 18.
Nelson, you're up.
Okay, I am going to attack the nearest spider.
Spider, okay. Go ahead and make an attack.
With me hand axe.
Hand axe.
That is a 14.
14, that hits.
Cool. Slicey.
Slicey dicey, give me
that
a
is
dicey.
6.
6. Yeah, you managed to slice off 2 of these things' legs. They're not super huge. They're about the size of a medium-sized dog.
God.
They one of you managed to just kind of cleave off a couple of legs, and it kind of hisses at you. Don't you have to make 2 attacks around?
Yes, I do.
Go ahead and make another attack.
That is a 14 again.
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
4.
4? Okay. Yeah, you managed to kind of cleave into this thing again. You managed to take off another leg, but it looks not terrible, but you're doing some damage to it. Up next is Kumi. Kumi begins kind of looking at the situation a little bit. And I'm just going to roll a d4. Where's my d4? Okay. She kind of stands up and then rakes her claws against one of the kind of spidery creatures. Oh my god. She kind of rakes her claws against one of them, tears out a little bit of entrails, but it still kind of is squirming and mobile. And it's their turn. One of them's going to lunge at you, Cash. One of them's going to lunge at Kumi.
Cash isn't here.
Nelson, damn it.
Thank you.
I have Cash on my mind. That is a 15 versus AC for you.
That hits.
And a hit for Kumi. So you take 4 points of piercing damage, and I'm going to need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
You okay?
And Kumi will do the same.
15.
15. You just barely managed to push off this poison that courses through your veins again. And Kumi... But you see Kumi kind of... and then is going to randomly strike out at a creature within range. It hits. That hits. Jesus Christ. You see her just tear this monster in half, and you see the monster kind of gives out a little screech before kind of falling to the ground, twitching and dead. Up next is you, Nelson. What are you doing?
The nearest spider is going to get chopped.
Okay, give him a chop.
I'm going to do a chop. 19.
19? Yeah, that hits.
Yep. 6.
6? Yeah. You kind of cleave this thing, and it falls to the ground dead. Your hand axe returning to you. What do you do? Actually, sorry, make a perception check.
26.
26. You hear more of that kind of sound coming from the ravine.
How? What's the gap from one side of the ravine to the other?
You were kind of traveling parallel to it. It's just a very long ravine. You weren't crossing it. It's not necessarily in your way. It's just you have to kind of be this way to get to where you're going without losing track.
There's kind of a clearing above the ravine, like of the canopy, and so you're able to kind of pinpoint the sun in the direction that you need to be going.
Can I look over the edge, and if anything jumps out, I can hit it?
Yeah, you see about a half dozen of these creatures kind of starting to climb their way out of the ravine. I'm assuming you moved from where you were before, right?
Yeah, are there like further down the edge of the ravine or just below us?
You can see pockets more of them kind of creeping out. Think of like an anthill almost of just amount of these different looking creatures crawling out, trying to make its way up the ravine. A meal apparently being fought up above.
Reticle. Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep moving. Like, following the ravine, but trying to avoid any spiders.
Okay.
But if any of them come up, I'm gonna get them.
Okay, and you're still keeping your distance away from Kumi?
Yes.
Make me another dexterity.
Yep, you got it.
Saving throw?
11.
You're so lucky. It's rolling a natural 1. Kumi kind of still keeps the distance away from you as you continue walking. A couple of them start creeping over the edge of this ravine. Go ahead and make 2 more attacks for me.
Yep, that is a unnatural 20 and a natural 20.
Okay. With those 2 rolls, you manage to kind of keep back away any of these creatures that would be messing with you all as you try to also keep your distance away from Kumi. You continue for another 40 minutes and you clear the ravine. Jesse and Wes, you guys finally make it through you guys make it to a gate. The gate operator pulls a couple levers and asks you where you want to go in Fayton.
I look to Wes.
I look to Michael and Ted Lee and everybody who brought us here. I'm just along for the ride.
Jack kind of goes, anywhere for now will do. We just got to figure out where Nelson could be. And the gate operator kind of flips a couple levers and a portal to the most familiar marketplace you've been to opens. You guys kind of walk through, everybody, including Ted Lee, eventually kind of walks through, and Ted Lee goes, casting scries like this all day, it takes it out of you. Complaining, and he takes a cloak again from you and casts another scry. You see his eyes kind of glaze over for a minute, and he kind of focuses out to the middle distance. And as he does, he says, "Yeah, they're here. I can't really get a read on where they are. It's at least, I would say, 20, 30 miles on foot from here."
Oh, well, in the world of in the grand scheme of a whole ass world, 20 or 30 miles, that's pretty solid.
Yeah, it seems like he's kind of close to the gate closest to the Wild Kingdom ish area, where the barbarian tribes roam, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Then let's go to that gate.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to bed though, because this is
yeah,
too much.
Get the fuck out of here. Thank you. I appreciate your help.
He kind of gives you a 2-finger salute and says, Michael, Jack, keep in touch. Let's go out for brewskis or something at some point. And he kind of walks through the gate and back to his dorm. And you guys continue and go out to this other gate. Nelson, make another survival check for me.
Yep. Survival. Oh my, that's another natural 20.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you are very sure about where you are going. Kumi is kind of walking right behind you. Make another dexterity saving throw for me.
Yep. 9.
You kind of are paying attention to the surrounding area, making sure that you are still on track. And Kumi sneaks up right behind you without your knowledge for a moment. And oh my god, that's a 21 versus AC.
Let me double check. Yes.
Oh, sorry. This isn't actually against your AC. Make a athletics check.
Oh god. Okay. That's 3.
Okay, yeah. Kumi comes from behind you and pins you to the ground, and is going to take a bite out of you.
No, please.
You take 8 points of piercing damage.
Machi.
And she has you pinned to the ground and is going to take another bite at you. Make a charisma saving throw.
Please, God, Cash. Okay. Please, dude. That is 16.
16.
Yes.
Kumi is about to come down on Nelson and take another bite out of his throat. And then she freezes for a moment. And
you feel this kind of almost heat solidify over Kumi, and you see Kumi's eyes flicker open for a moment, and you see like a weird look in Kumi's eyes, and they're kind of looking around for a moment, and well, what does Cash say to Nelson?
I'll hold her, you be careful.
And just in that moment, Kumi's eyes close down a little bit, and she kind of stops attacking Nelson. And Nelson, you can kind of get up. And it's weird because Kumi's still kind of in this sleepy state, but is not necessarily rushing you as much.
Okay.
And you continue down with your natural 20. You kind of make your way. You're only about 5-ish miles from the gate. Wes and Julie and Michael and Jack, what are you guys doing?
We're teleporting to the other gate, correct?
Yeah, you guys walk out of this gate. You see a couple of people kind of milling about, hunters, mainly like ranger-esque type people, and one of them kind of acknowledges you as you kind of walk out of this kind of stone-laden gate. Where are you guys going?
I'm gonna look to Jack and Michael. How do we go about this?
I'm gonna say, for the sake of this, that Ted Lee kind of gave you a general. They kind of gave you a general direction of where Cash was from the gate, and Michael says, "I guess we just kind of head out in this direction. We'll call out, 'Excuse me, sir.'" He kind of yells over to one of the ranger people and goes, "Would you be able to aid us in this adventure?" And you see Michael open his pocket and take out a couple handfuls of gold and kind of toss it to the ranger man. It's this elvish.
I always wonder why he jingled when he walked.
This elvish man pockets the gold and kind of gives just a quiet nod, and then takes the cloak from you, Wes, and gives it to his. He has this, let's say, this kind of wolfish companion with him, and he kind of lets the wolf sniff it, and the wolf begins sauntering off, trying to pick up a trail.
Why is everyone sauntering today?
Because it's a sauntering day.
Okay.
With this, Nelson, make one more perception check.
23.
23.
Yes.
You begin to hear movement up ahead, and you kind of ready yourself for whatever is about to come for you, and you see this big wolf leap out of the brush.
Is it showing any signs of aggression, or is it just
no,
like...
it just kind of leaps out and kind of startles you for a moment, and you kind of almost ready an attack for it, but then you see this elven man bound out of the brush, and this wolf kind of slowly begins walking towards you, and then you see Michael kind of stumble and almost trip out of the brush, and then you also see Wes, Julie, and Jack also kind of coming out of this dense forested area.
Oh my
Nelson?
God. He's gonna run up to them.
You good?
Are you okay?
Wes and Julie, you guys see Nelson with Kumi walking slowly behind him, her eyes closed.
Nelson is not sauntering. Okay. What happened? Where were you guys?
Back at SWAT.
Okay. It's just letting y'all know, Nelson looks like shit.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like hot, steaming garbo.
Yeah, Nelson has a couple scratches on the side of his, on his chest and on his arms. He has this kind of piercy, bloody wound in his shoulder. And when Michael kind of sees that, he runs up to you, Nelson. He says, "Are you okay, boy? Here, let me give you a little bit of aid." And he kind of puts his hand on your shoulder, and you get healed up for 10 points of healing as Michael kind of gives you a bit of a healing touch.
And just a reminder, Wes, Julie, Michael, and Jack are all still in funeral attire, not to forget.
Yeah.
Yes. Michael kind of puts his hand on you, and then Jack kind of goes, "Nelson, are you okay?"
What happened?
I'm so sorry. Jesus.
I don't know what's going on with her, but I haven't seen Cash, but
Well,
something's up with her. I don't know what's going on. But...
Where is Kumi right now?
Kumi is just kind of standing behind. Her eyes are kind of closed, and she's just kind of standing there, almost slouched forward a little bit, like hands in front.
Can I walk towards her and see, like, is she responding to my walking at all?
Vaguely, like her head kind of slowly kind of turns and follows you as you kind of walk around her. Make a perception check.
Okay. 15.
15. You actually kind of see when you're kind of walking around Kumi for a bit, and you actually kind of see just for a second, like weirdly, that feeling you get when your eyes do that kind of thing. It kind of happens again just for a moment, and you see Cash kind of surrounding Kumi.
Okay.
But otherwise, there's not a lot of reaction.
Kumi?
As you say that, actually, her eyes kind of flutter open, and she goes, "Where am I?" And
we're in Fayton.
Her eyes kind of dart open, and she says, "Fayton?
Yes.
How did we get here?" Ugh.
I assume there was a problem
now
with it.
Now she wakes up.
I assume there was a problem with the teleportation.
Oh, okay. Is Cash here around somewhere?
That's what I'm asking you.
No, I mean, Cash is. I don't know. I don't know where Cash would be right now. And Jack looks over at you, Julie, and says, "Well, if his soul is back, we can try bringing him back. I don't know how that would necessarily work, but we can try it. We kind of have to go get his body, though."
Was the body just buried, or did they put it somewhere?
You don't know.
That's a good question. Well, I think we should go find out then.
Kumi, you just had one of those fits. Are you going to be okay to walk back to the portal?
Yeah, I mean, we can walk back. It's just, I'm already really, really tired. So we probably should hurry.
I mean, I can help you get there if you promise not to bite me.
Do you need someone to carry you?
That would probably be better, save a little bit of my strength.
Okay, can I give her a piggyback ride?
Yeah, sure. Make an athletics check.
Yeah. Oh, God. That's 9.
9? You tried to carry... Kumi is actually, like...
It's too awkward
heavy.
In my dress.
Yeah, and Kumi's, like, kind of more heavy than you thought she would be. And, yeah, Michael kind of goes, "Here, Julie, I can carry you." And he picks her up. Michael kind of heaves up Kumi, and you guys begin kind of making your way back to the gate. Once you guys get there, Kumi goes, Just lock me up. It's I'm real tired."
How many more days until you're free of that curse?
I'm not quite sure. Cash was keeping track.
Will you know when it's been lifted?
Yeah, I should stop with all of this. And you see her head kind of starting to nod, and she says, "Yeah, just put me in one of those cells or something." And her head kind of lolls off, and she goes back to sleep.
Okay.
Jack actually goes, "I still don't exactly know what is going on, but we should probably take her warning, just put her in a cell close to us and make sure she's comfortable." I have no idea. Do you guys know anything about what's going on? I only have a vague idea.
Well, Cash said that she couldn't... Was it...
She's some sort of vampiric entity, but if she doesn't eat a soul for an X amount of times, she goes back to normal, something like that. And Cash said he was stuck with her in that cell in the astral plane for like almost the whole time period. And that's why he wasn't going to come with us. So we need to throw her in a cell where she can't eat a soul and then just let her go through withdrawal for a while.
All right. Let's just, Michael, just put her in one of the most available cells, I guess. And you see Michael kind
preferably one near to the entrance. I'd rather not have to walk an hour.
Yeah.
I'm with
Michael kind of goes, "Yes, right. We'll take her
and make sure she's comfortable. You see Michael kind of saunter off towards the kind of holding area that you guys are familiar with. And Jack kind of turns to you three and goes, all right, we got to go see what they did with Cash's body. I'm going to make a call to Scarlet to see if she has any energy left to hopefully bring Cash back. I don't know what this means, but...
Got it. Is there something we should do in the meantime?
Yeah, just try to find Cash's sister, figure out what they did with the body.
Yeah.
Is it a good idea to tell her that we're going to try to do this? Because if it doesn't work, we'll have gotten her hopes up for nothing.
I mean, if you could just ask where his body is without giving her the hope, I don't know. That's up to you guys. I'm going to go find Scarlet.
I turn to Wes. You could probably convince her. I don't know if I could.
Sure. We can try.
Speaking of which, did we ever get those silver step shoes?
No, but that's kind of not important. Let's worry about that after, I think. Yeah?
Okay.
I don't know.
You guys can loot me later.
Yeah, we can loot the body later.
No, it's like if Cash was like wearing a crown, and we're like, oh yeah, let's bury the crown with him, instead of like, no, we have to give the crown to someone else.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. Don't worry, I agree with you. Yeah.
What are you guys doing?
First things first, I'm changing out of the dress.
Okay.
I'll stay in the suit.
You take 10 minutes to...
I'm like, Julie goes, I'm going to go change. And I'm like, really?
Yes.
I don't know if we're in I don't know how much of a rush we're in right now, but there's part of one.
Julie, could you meet us at Cash's sister's place?
Sure.
Yeah, I go find Cash's sister. I don't know where to look.
I forgot Nelson was here, sorry.
Actually, Nelson, you hear coming from down the hall a little bit. You hear like a lot of hurried footsteps kind of coming your direction, and turning around the corner, you see your father. And he goes, "Nelson, Jesus Christ, where have you been?"
Dad, what are you doing here?
I've been looking all over for you. Where have you been?
You're not gonna like.
I'm standing behind them. I lean in real fast and I say, just out of curiosity, what's today's date? Sorry.
He tells you the date. It's been about 2 days.
Okay. That's not
since you guys started. Yeah. He kind of runs up to you and he says, I got.
You're gonna like it. I can tell you later, but I'm kind of working on a thing for the council, Dad.
He kind of stops for a second and he says, Nelson, where did you go?
You gotta promise not to get mad, because it was a mission from the council, and you can't get mad at them neither.
Nelson?
Dad. Fine, I was in the astral plane, and then I was in Fayton. I just got back.
Are you okay?
I mean, I don't...
He kind of sees your bloody, messed up form, and he goes, damn it, Nelson!
I mean, emotionally, I'm fine, I guess. I'm just real tired, and I gotta finish what I started.
He kind of walks up to you and kind of angrily flexes and then kind of calms down and puts his hands around you and says, don't you ever put yourself in danger like that, Nelson.
Sorry, Dad.
He kind of lets go of you and
step forward. Sir, I mean, we could tell you all about it later, but the danger has passed, I guess. The dangerous part's over. So we're in a bit of a hurry.
Make a history check.
Me?
Yeah, as you kind of take in 13. Nelson's father. 13? He's a scientist. You see him in these kind of you see him in actually a lab coat as he's kind of storming off looking for
those are my biases, aren't they?
Yep, sure are. And yeah, he's got these kind of he's a pretty not muscular dude, but he's pretty like filled out dude. But
Nelson's last name.
Big B.
Big B.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
right.
I remember.
We did a whole bit. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
I remember now.
Yeah.
I just forgot.
You've seen him around. You don't really know exactly who he is. But he seems to be this kind of scientific guy.
Mr. Bigby, there is a man's life at stake. We will fill you in.
I don't want to hear it from you, you troublemaker now.
What? Dad, don't be mean.
Nelson?
That was funny.
Dad, we gotta go.
I'll talk to you later. I'll be home for dinner.
Nelson, please, just
Isn't it like 9
be
p.m.?
careful. Yeah, it's about 9
Oh,
p.m.
you know what it was? He was probably upset I didn't call him Dr. Bigby.
Oh, okay.
Wes, what are you doing to get Darla?
Oh, God. I don't know if I do have a phone. I definitely don't have her number.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where Cash's phone is. Is there like a SWAT directory? Is there?
There is.
Yeah. Can I look in the directory?
Yeah. I don't think you need a roll for this. I think you just kind of look up.
It's like a yellow pages. I hope I know the alphabet.
But when was the last time they updated the directory?
It's a pretty.
I'm sure it's updated. Is it an online?
directory.
If it's
Actually,
online,
yes,
I
it
might
is
have to make a tech check.
It is actually online. And actually, as you kind of walk up to the computer, it kind of doesn't fizzle out, but it's kind of jumpy.
I mean, yeah.
Your aura is at like 19 now, right?
No, just move, old man.
Ooh.
Yeah, Nelson kind of pushes you out of the way as he kind of
step back. I'm 7 years older than you. I mean,
shut up, you millennial.
Physically, I'm like 4, but it's not a big whatever. I figured out the exact date.
You have to get about 30 feet away before the computer will start acting right, and even then it's kind of slow. You have we'll talk about this once we kind of finish, but you have disadvantage on tech checks from here on out.
Okay.
Because your aura is getting too high. Nelson, you kind of look up Cash's name and you get Darla's phone number.
Cool, let's go.
Call.
I already have it memorized. Let's just go. Yeah, I don't.
I think you need to call her. I don't have my. Apparently, everything's exploding around me now. So.
Fine, hold on. Into the bag of holding, he pulls out a flip phone
Yes.
and dials the number.
Gotcha. You hear a couple of rings, and then actually, you hear a couple of rings, and then nobody picks up.
Cool.
I'm gonna leave a message, I guess.
Okay.
Cool.
It was actually almost like ended early, as if somebody kind of just ended the phone call.
Okay.
I'm gonna call. Actually, I'm not gonna leave a message. I'm gonna call her again.
Okay. You call again, and this time you hear a voice, and it says, hello?
Hi. This is Darla, right?
No, this is her husband, Will.
Oh, hi, Will. What? So, all right. I am with Cash's team, and we have to talk to Darla about something real quick. And it's gonna be a lot for her. We have to talk to her as soon as possible. And unless you know where where Cash is. Did he get sent to the cemetery yet, or is he still in the base? I know this is a weird question.
We haven't told his parents yet. We're still kind of figuring out a way to break it to them. We haven't buried the body yet. It should be somewhere in the SWAT kind of morgue.
Okay. Again, sorry for your loss. Thank you so much.
Who are you? What's your name again?
My name is Elson Bigby, sir, and I hang up.
Okay. You kind of hang up. And
he's in the morgue. Let's go.
As that kind of happens, Julie kind of comes back from changing, and Nelson comes in with Scarlet, and Scarlet goes, what you guys are Nelson, you look like shit. And
thanks, Doc.
Yeah. No, I got yelled at for it. It's fine.
Where's Cash's
Jack tells
body?
me that yeah.
Sorry. Like this a bit urgent. We can talk later. Where's Cash's body? Real fast, please. Yes, thank you.
Nelson has told you that it's in the morgue. Scarlet goes, I can try bringing him back, but
Oh right, we're getting her for. Okay, yeah, sorry, I misunderstood.
I can try bringing him back, but doing this kind of taxes the soul. I don't want to do it too many times. It can really
just one more time. We freed him from his astral prison cage, so let's go. Can we?
She
what
kind
are
of gives
the
you
dangers?
a strange look and kind of goes, right. Julie, you said the dangers. A soul traveling back and forth from death and undeath. It can start to put a strain on it. I've seen anything from people kind of conking out to people not being the same person they are before. I'm not saying that this is an instance, but I've brought back a lot of people, and it gets worse and worse the more you die. But I'll try to bring him back this time. I just ethically I can't keep doing this for cash. I heard that you all brought him back before, and while it was a minor bringing back, it's still dangerous.
Wait, he's died before?
That's not relevant right now.
How many lives did this cat have?
Apparently one, but we keep pulling it out of the fire.
All right, I'm sorry.
You guys begin making your way towards the morgue, and
as we're walking to the morgue, I turn to Nelson and go, Nelson, there's some real fucked up shit we've been dealing with. We haven't really told you about all of it. We'll tell you about it later.
Okay.
Can I like, as we're walking, go up to Scarlet?
Yes.
When we're done in here, would you mind, can you speak to me briefly?
Yeah, not a problem. Are you having any physical ailments or something I can help you with?
I'll tell you about it I'll tell you about it after.
Oh, right. You guys make your way down to the morgue, and Scarlet goes, we've the body's been prepared, but it's nothing that can't be fixed with a little bit of magic here and there. It should be all fine once we bring him back. I'm gonna need you.
Don't we need to go get Kumi? Because we don't have the soul with us. It's attached to someone else. Does that complicate things?
What do you mean by that? She says, who is this Kumi? Kumi?
Yeah, she's
it's just like a weird vampire person. We stitched Cash's soul to her.
In order to get them out. Is that going to be a problem?
Of an ancient dragon's basement.
Yeah.
You're throwing a lot at me here, but it couldn't help. Usually there's some kind of offerings to coax the spirit back.
Sorry, I was a giant ape when all this happened, so I don't remember much.
I still don't understand. Yes, it might help to have whoever this Kumi is at least present to offer some kind of coaxing to bring the soul back.
I can run and get her.
Okay.
Zoom.
You zoom back up the way. You see Michael actually kind of sauntering out as you kind of...
Why is he sauntering?
Because he saunters.
Is he swinging keys and going and whistling like a Mickey Mouse tune?
Yeah, he's just kind of chilling, you know. What else is he gonna do? He's just walking. He doesn't listen to podcasts.
He should try ours.
He's listening to Car Talk on NPR.
Car Talk has been canceled for a long time.
They do it a podcast. They made it a podcast.
He kind of he's walking out of the holding area, and he goes, Nelson, is everything all right? You seem a little bit hurried.
We need to get Kumi. I know she just went in, but can we get her out so we can get cash out of her, and then we can put her right back?
Yeah, sure.
Sorry for the inconvenience. We didn't think we would get Cash's body that fast, but could we get her?
Yeah. He kind of leads you back into
tired.
Yeah, Mike. It's getting closer to like 11ish now. And Michael kind of has these bags.
Past his bedtime.
Old man Michael.
He leads you to the cell, and you see Kumi kind of sleeping peacefully, almost, in this cell. And he kind of takes out these keys, and you actually kind of walk by one of the guards of this area, and Michael kind of just gives a nod. The guard kind of looks Michael over for a second, but then kind of lets you guys through. And you walk into this jail and get Kumi. He kind of just hoists Kumi up in like a cradle position. She's still kind of sleeping peacefully right now. And he goes, all right, where are we heading to?
We're going down to the morgue.
Okay, yes, of course. And you guys begin heading down that way. Eventually, Michael comes with Kumi in his arms. And Scarlet goes,
All right, is everything ready? I'm about ready to start this thing, unless there's anything else.
Is there anything else we need?
No. If the spirit needs coaxing, I might need you all to help out a little bit here or there, but otherwise it should just be a pretty standard bringing back.
All right. Nelson's gonna go sit down.
Nelson goes to sit down. Julie and Wes, what are you guys doing?
How would we help?
Stand over Kumi in case she wakes up and goes full monster ape,
Mm-hmm. Scarlet kind of goes to your point, Julie. She says, well, it's a ritual, so if you want to bring some sort of, it's mostly like it's kind of like fishing. If you need like a little bit of a tug to kind of get the spirit out and bring it back to the body. So if you have anything that could help out, any kind of, usually maybe people tell like heartwarming stories or have some kind of touching artifacts that get consumed by the spell. Anything like that.
Story?
Yeah, a heartwarming story or a nice...
Wes, say the thing when you disobeyed me and went to the Red Sox game.
Aww.
I mean,
She
sure.
begins
Go ahead
this.
and get started. I'll start.
Yeah.
I'll go. Well, I did cast a spell on you, Julie. What Cash thought it was very funny.
You cast a spell on me?
Was just some minor illusion magic. It's not that big of a deal. You thought we were asleep? Everything was fine until it came out. There wasn't a problem with it. Nothing came of it. And Cash and I just sort of slept out. It was a whole phantasmal force, and we slept out, and we went to the Red Sox game. Yeah, we sat in the bleachers in right field. It was like really high up. You couldn't really see shit, but I made $50. Yeah, I bet it was a good time. I placed a bet on the game. Cash and I had some brews. It was a good time.
Make a... should it be a persuasion or performance? Make a persuasion check.
That's good. That's a 7, but that's also plus 9, 16.
16? Yeah, you kind of tell this story, and you see a kind of almost glow kind of come from Cash's body as Scarlet continues channeling the spell, and she goes, all right, Julie, do you have anything that might, I don't know, help out bringing...
I don't think so.
All right,
I mean,
Jack
he's got a dog that he likes, right?
I mean... Yeah,
Oh, shit, where'd the dog end up? It was with us in the astral plane.
Oh, yeah, okay. Retconning real quick. The dog has been with you, just hasn't been doing a lot.
With who?
With he woke up with you and
Wes.
with Wes and Jack.
Okay.
And actually, yeah, as you say that, you see Suwan kind of hop up and kind of nuzzle up to Cash's he kind of puts two paws up and kind of licks at Cash's body and kind of nuzzles up and
He's trying to get to the bones.
It's awful. Why'd you say that?
But Scarlet kind of looks down and kind of and I'm gonna make a dog just roll that. Okay.
The dog rolled like a truck.
Yeah. And you see another kind of glow come from Cash's body. And then you see Kumi's kind of eyes open, and she goes, where am I?
You're in SWAT headquarters.
Oh, okay.
We're trying to bring Cash back. Just hang tight for a little bit.
She kind of motions for Michael, let her down, and she walks up and says, I don't know if this will be any help, but... And then she leans down and gives Cash a kiss. And as that happens, another glow comes from Cash's body, and Scarlet clasps her hands together and says, all right, now, come back to us, Cash. Come back. And there's a moment where everybody is sitting there in silence. And for a moment, nothing seems to happen. And then suddenly, Cash's eyes flicker open.
I grip my staff a little tighter. She did say he could be a little fucked up.
Cash, you're back.
Oh, okay, all right, we're back. Okay.
You kind
That's
of
what Cash says as he wakes up.
All right.
There.
Hey, baby.
Smooching vampires.
Yeah, you come to and you feel like shit.
Yeah, well, I've been dead for how many days? A week?
4 days now.
4 days? Yeah, my body's probably not
Yes.
really
So actually,
vibing.
and we'll get into more of this later. You have the way this spell works is you have a negative however many days you were asleep to your rolls. So right now you would have a -4 to all of your rolls.
Rad.
And every day you take a long rest, you get another negative taken off of it up until you go back to normal.
Okay.
But also you feel a kind of tinge of pain in your leg, and it does not feel good.
Ugh.
You will take a -2 penalty to your Constitution score,
Okay.
and you feel kind.
Is that permanent?
Yes.
Okay.
And you feel kind of hollow. You feel like you're missing something, like something happened and you can't exactly remember what it is. But then you kind of look up and you see Kumi, and then you see Michael, and then you see Jack, and then you see Julie, and you see Wes, and they're all kind of huddled, and then you kind of look down and you see Scarlet, and they're all kind of huddled around you, just looking at you.
Is it you?
You guys got any weird fruit?
Hello, this is your DM here. DM obviously stands for Dead Man Talking. That's Cash. He's back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the podcast, Cash Warner. Yeah. Thanks so much for listening to this episode of You Might Be Wondering How I Got Here. If you like what we do, you can follow us on Instagram and Twitter at YMBW Podcast and tweet about the show using the hashtag YMBW. Get your name read on the show as a character. We are currently working on a couple fun projects for you guys, some extra bonus content, some stuff, and we're going to be announcing all that on our Twitter and Instagram coming up in a few weeks. So go follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and yeah, it's going to be I'm so excited for you guys to hear what we have been doing. It has been a super exciting project. Yeah. And if you like what we do for now, you can support us using our coffee, ko-fi/YMBW podcast, or Redbubble, redbubble.com/YMBW pod, I believe. And you can go buy some merch and buy us a coffee if you wanna. I think that's it for this episode. Again, sorry it was a little late. We had some technical difficulties, but we're back on track. We're gonna be rolling, rocking, and ready. Yeah. I'll let you get back into this episode.
We can get you some weird fruit.
Hell yeah. What's up, guys?
How do you feel?
Weird. I feel weird.
Shit. And he's gonna reach for his knee, I guess, at his leg.
Yeah. Jack kind of actually walks up to you and goes, "Cash, are you okay? How are you? What?"
I mean, you guys did it.
He kind of smiles, and Jack doesn't smile a lot, but you see him smile at you, and he kind of goes, well, that's great. Look, it's been a long day for all of us. It's been a long couple of weeks for some of us. We'll let you rest, Cash, but you're going to have to explain this to your family.
We
oh, shit.
Cash, we did hold a funeral for you.
Oh my
That
god.
was real sad, bro.
Ah, shit. Well, first off, sorry.
Well, my bigger concern is we haven't testified yet, and I don't know if they're going to require you to testify.
I mean, I'd assume so.
Whoopee.
Yeah.
Also,
see-
I have some whack news for you. I'll tell you later. It's not important right now, but
Okay.
You see Kumi she kind of gives you a smile, and you see her kind of starting to nod off again. She says, glad you're back, Slim Jim boy.
Julie snorts.
I'm not.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just really tired. I don't think there's many days left.
Cash, how many days were there? She said you were the one counting.
When we were in the astral plane, I think it was 10.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we'll keep her in a holding cell for those 10 days, and then she should be good?
You okay with that, Kumi?
Yeah, that's fine. And you see her kind of slowly starting to nod, and she actually kind of stumbles a little bit and kind of rights herself up, and she says, I'm just real tired.
Hey, kid. And I'm also Nelson. Hold on.
There you go.
Yeah. And he's gonna get up and walk on over. Could you take Kumi back to wherever she was? Yeah, I can do that. Cool. Thanks,
Michael kind of gives a wry smile, and he says, Cash, would you like to help out with that?
Yeah, let's see how I can swing it. Let's see how the old bot is doing. And he's gonna get up.
And your left leg just kind of gives out from under you.
Ah, shit.
Where's his cane?
Jack kind of goes, it's probably with his other items. Yeah, we can.
I just need an arm.
Yeah. Nelson, help the guy out. And
Yep, yes, sir.
I love conversations with yourself. I love it.
You guys would not stop laughing when I used
It's
to have to
the
do it.
funniest shit I've ever heard.
This is how O'Neill feels all the time.
Yep. But eventually Nelson kind of helps you kind of help yourself kind of get down the hall with Kumi kind of trailing behind. Michael actually offers to help with Kumi as well, and that leaves just you, Wes, Jack, and Scarlet. What do you guys do?
Me, Wes, Jack, and Scarlet.
The fearsome foursome. Wes,
Jack?
Julie, Jack, and Scarlet.
Unless you all want to go.
No.
Help Kumi.
No.
No.
I don't need.
No,
that.
we don't care
Wait,
about
we
Kumi.
Okay.
No, I mean, kinda.
Jack,
but
Jack, when are we going to be called to testify?
I'm sure you already have been, if we're being completely honest. I didn't expect this little masquerade to take as long as it did, but
Let's hope
O'Neill
that they
says
haven't-
out of character.
he goes, but it shouldn't be too much of a problem if we're being completely honest. I've also been absent for, it feels like probably 2.5 days.
2 days.
2 days. Yeah.
date.
So,
Oh gosh. Okay.
not a great look on my part, but I'm sure everything will be fine. We'll confer with the council and figure out
Just
when
to
you
be
guys will
clear,
testify.
Just to be clear, this excursion is not covered. We will not be discussing this excursion, correct?
No. I don't think anybody would be asking anything about that. I mean, there may be a passing question as to how Cash came back, but that's something we'll have to figure out later. Scarlet goes, Julie, you were saying you wanted to talk to me about something.
Yeah. So is there somewhere we can speak?
Yeah, let's you can come on down to my office. One moment though. I just need to have a quick word with Wesley.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Well, I'm like halfway to the door.
Yeah,
about to
Wesley,
say-
just a quick word with you before you head out for the night.
Yeah.
In private, just around the corner over here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. And I go, yeah.
She kind of goes, how are your memories doing?
Well, I'm not dead, so appreciate you, holding those back from me for so long when it would have been fine.
I don't know if Michael told you, but you had a bit of a fit. I was able to calm you down a little bit, but it was pretty bad.
Oh.
Just be careful dancing around those memories. It's a lot.
Yeah. That's the understatement of the century.
She says,
Thank you for helping me, I guess.
I know our main psychological care tends to be with the removal of memories, but well, if you need any help, Wes, I'm sure we have plenty of resources here.
I probably won't be getting those from SWAT. You guys have been really helpful to me in the past, so although I guess I can't talk to a real therapist about it. Boy, this sucks. All right. Anyway, thanks for the help. I'm gonna go take a nap.
All right. Yeah. Good night, Wes.
Take a nap. I mean, sleep for 3 years. Good night.
You kind of walk out, and she kind of comes back around the corner to you, Julie, and she goes, yeah, Julie, Jack, you have a good night, right? And Jack kind of goes, yeah, I'm sure I have a shit ton of paperwork to do, so I'm gonna go do that. Good night, Julie.
Good night.
And he walks off, just leaving you and Scarlet.
Okay, so about a week ago or so, Scarlet, I came to you because
hold on. You you guys walk to Scarlet's office, and she kind of shuts the door behind you guys, and she goes, now, what seems to be the problem?
So a few days ago, maybe a week ago or so, I came to you because there was a voice in my head, and you said at the time I was good, but you did also say to come back in a few days to get it checked again. So
yes. I remember quite. Yes, I remember. Just come down here, and then she kind of places her hand on your forehead and casts Greater Restoration, and you feel this kind of warmth, kind of from her fingertips on your temples, kind of a warmth from her fingertips on your temples, and she goes, let me see here. And she kind of starts taking your vitals, like checking your eyes, checking your tongue. And she goes, you seem to be pretty normal. I don't know. What you said you've been hearing voices?
Yeah, because on this past few missions, I've been hearing it more and more.
That's strange. We could try an exorcism, but I don't think I don't see any telltale signs of possession. Where did you hear? What triggered the voices starting?
I was alone.
Interesting. I can't quite be sure, Julie. We could try an exorcism, but I don't think. I mean, I just don't see any signs of possession. You're not. You have free will, yeah. You're not. You're just hearing the voices.
If I don't immediately obey it, I sometimes get a headache.
That's strange. What caused this headache? What happened exactly?
What happened when
you got this headache?
My head hurt.
No. What was this voice or thing? What was it telling you to do?
It was telling me to walk in one direction, and I don't listen to voices in my head, so I walked in the other direction.
Make an Arcana check.
8.
Okay. You don't know why your head hurt, but it happened when you tried to kind of do your magical stuff with your eyes. Okay. But you relay that to Scarlet, and she goes,
Not the eye thing.
Not the eye thing? Okay, what do you say? Just the...
I say when I don't follow its instructions.
All right, I'm not quite sure, but yeah, I can try. We can try a couple of. I mean, the thing I just did to you, Julie, that should pretty much take care of a lot of different illnesses and things kind of taking over your body. If you come back tomorrow early, when I still got when I'm fresh, I might be able to try a couple more things, but I'm not quite sure, Julie. It seems like there's nothing, at least malevolent in you, but if something feels like it's controlling you,
what would be the danger of an exorcism if I am not possessed?
You just kind of look silly.
Oh.
She kind of laughs and she says, I don't usually do exorcisms. They're kind of old school, if we're being quite honest. I usually tend to just call out whatever beast it is with just raw power, but I can try a ritual if you like. I could actually do one now, I guess. It's not it doesn't take a lot of energy to do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. You see her kind of bring out these different salves and different herbs and whatnot, and kind of begins preparing this ritual. And we're gonna cut to Nelson and Michael and Kumi and Cash. Kumi eventually kind of falls completely asleep, and Michael kind of picks her up, and he says, Cash, what's been going on? I'm very confused.
Yeah, so I think where it picks up is after I died, and instead of going to the ethereal plane, or wherever.
Heaven, sure. You died, but you didn't pass on.
Yeah, I ended up in the astral plane.
Yeah.
Yeah, and my team came and got me. I met Kumi in the court of the Fae... hold on, she turned to Nelson. In the Fae Queen's court. And,
Interesting.
She kind of bought me. It was a whole thing that we'll probably get into at the hearing. But I ended up in the astral plane with her, and for the next 80 days, which apparently was only 4 days here, I was helping her break a curse that she's under. Her family, her kind, is placed under a curse. And if she can go 90 days without eating a human soul, then the curse is broken and lifted. And right now we're at day 80 days, roughly. I've lost track now, but I think it's about 80.
He kind of looks at Kumi kind of curiously and goes, I've never, in all my days, I don't think I've ever met a creature like this. Interesting. What was this about your soul being united or attacked? What was this about?
So the general idea was that I didn't have a physical body to return to. I didn't have a tether back to Gaia. Nelson and Jack stitched me together with Kumi's soul so they could get me out.
Huh.
I keep trying to do Nelson's accent. I'm going to shoot myself.
Michael kind of goes, interesting. Huh. I've never heard of something like this, but I guess I'm happy for you, Cash. You guys eventually get to the cell Kumi was in, and Michael kind of sets her down and he says, you all will probably, not you, Nelson, obviously, but Cash, you are probably going to be asked to testify in front of the council soon. But I think you might need to rectify something with your family.
Oh, shit. Yeah. How the hell am I gonna do this?
I'm not quite sure. I would say probably the sooner the better, but I've never had to deal with something like this before. Usually when you get brought back, it's pretty right away. You usually don't have a funeral for yourself before you come back.
Well, huh. Alright. Well, I guess... it's only 11?
It's getting closer, yeah, 11:30, 12.
That's not too late. Maybe I can do that.
Yeah, I should go do that.
Michael kind of turns to Nelson and goes, Nelson, your father's been looking for you for these past couple of days.
Yeah, I saw him. He's not happy.
Yeah, I would say, I know the council have asked you specifically to help us with this, but you might want to go do some rectifying yourself.
Oh, man. All right, do I have to? No, I should.
You probably should.
All right, fine.
And Nelson's gonna head out.
Heads out. Michael goes, Cash, well, I wish you luck, and I'm going to go finish some work. I am very tired, but I have a lot of
Would they have gotten Cash a cane in the meantime?
Yeah, they give you, they kind of just run and grab you, like one of the staffs from the training gym for now.
Yeah, all right. That works. Huh. Can I walk on the bad leg?
You can. I mean, it's just, it's pre-SWAT again.
Oh, so it's like
pretty
post-tournament.
Yeah.
Pretty bad.
Not like, not as bad as post-tournament, because post-tournament you couldn't walk on it at all. But like recovery era.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great! Time to get set again! Yoy! I guess I am going to Darla's apartment.
Okay. You knock on the door. You kind of knock and there's a pause. And you kind of knock again a little bit. And as you're like in the middle of your next knock, the door opens and it's Will, Darla's husband. And he kind of looks at you for a second and his mouth kind of just drops. And he just kind of stands there stunned.
Oh, shit. I forgot that Cash is also in his funeral garb, so he's in like a traditional Korean burial robe.
That's funny.
He's, Will actually... Oh, you like a ghost or something?
Pinch me, I'm real.
I don't think I want to touch you right now.
Yeah, alright. Well, I'm glad our relationship has gotten to this point. Well,
I have no...
So, here it is. Ta-da! I'm alive.
He's just kind of speechless, and he kind of just opens the door and backs away and lets you in.
Is she here? Or is she asleep?
She isn't sleeping, but she's here. And as that happens, you hear a voice from down the hall. It's not necessarily sleepy. It's kind of a just a tired voice that goes, Will, who's there?
I'm gonna walk down the hall.
She actually walks around the corner and sees you, and she just kind of is stunned for a moment. She nearly falls over.
Hi, Dar.
She looks at you and walks up to you. You see tears kind of brimming down her eyes. She's not smiling. She's just kind of taking in this moment. And then she slaps you. And then the tears begin falling and she hugs you and goes, What happened? What?
It's a long story, and I'll explain it. But I'm back. I know it's a little late, but my team and the council were able to bring me back.
She doesn't take a step back, but she kind of breaks the hug and holds you by your shoulders, and you can see that there's actually kind of anger in her eyes. And she goes, Cash, what has been going on? One day I was living my life thinking that my brother was some kind of security guard, and the next minute I am put under some security, under some society, and I learned that there's magic, and then my brother dies, and then I have to fight with myself to tell our parents, Cash, what has been going on? You can't just do this to us, Cash. This isn't fair.
I know.
Do you?
What
if I would have told Mom and Dad? You know, I fought with myself for 4 days straight, contemplating whether I should tell Mom and Dad that you were dead.
Well, I mean, you don't have to now. And I know that's not any consolation.
I spent 4 days, Cash. I went to your funeral.
I wish that I had more answers for you, but I will give you the answers that I do have. But I got involved with the wrong kind of people, and the reason that you're even here is because people on the outside, not from SWAT, but it was completely my fault. Threatened her, you, your family, your husband, your son. And I could not bear the idea of anything happening to you. So I did everything that I had to do to make sure that you were safe. And I am sorry that I uprooted your lives.
That's...
And it was selfish, and I
appreciate you for taking care of us, Cash. I do, but you just brought us into this world and then left us. You can't imagine.
There's been something going on with me, and I can't exactly say when it started, but there's something different about me, something wrong. And it's not just because I died and came back to life. It is something dark. And I was worried that if it got out of control, something bad would happen. And it kinda did. The mission I was on ended badly, kinda obviously. But I wasn't the same person that you grew up with, who you knew.
Cash...
I'm not...
Cash, we are still getting used to this world. I don't want to do it without you.
Well, let's hope that third time isn't the charm.
Cash, I'm being serious. This isn't a joke. Cash, I don't want you going on these dangerous missions if it means you're just gonna get yourself killed. I don't know what's going on with you, but this isn't acceptable and it isn't fair to us.
And, I mean, everything that I've been through, which I'm sure doesn't even come close to what I've put you through for the last 4 days. But I'm ready to stop throwing myself in the line of fire. I care too much about you and will, and I'm not gonna squander this chance that I've been given again. I've been brought back to life. Jin, I can't do it again. I can't throw that away again.
You better not. I don't think you understand the full ramifications of your choices. But all I can say is, Cash, we love you, but it doesn't seem like it's being reciprocated back. And I'm not saying that to guilt you, Cash, but we need you more than these people need you. And I get that they are protecting us, but you don't need to be throwing your life away for them. Not when we need you right now.
Yeah.
She kind of takes a step back away from you now, kind of letting your shoulders go, and she goes, I'm so tired, Cash. And this is like the first time you've seen her in full light. She has streaks of gray kind of forming in her hair. She has these kind of sunken bags under her eyes. But she's smiling at you now. And she goes, "Don't be an idiot. All right?"
I promise I will do my best. But I don't know if there's a
And I'm
old dog new tricks.
You're like 20 whatever. Shut up. And this time she comes in for a real hug this time, and she then backs away and goes, "I'm serious about you. At least take some time off, because obviously you're not ready for whatever they're throwing at you, and it's too dangerous for you."
Yeah, I think I'm gonna take a break. At least for a little bit, because I have to figure out who I am again. And I don't know if doing what I thought I needed to do was do these missions and put myself out into whatever it was, throw myself into whatever I was doing. But I can't. I mean, you're right, I can't do that anymore. I'm not. You said I was 20, whatever. I feel so old.
I guess being in this world kind of does that to you, huh?
I feel like I've lived 3 lifetimes. And I'm not gonna fuck this one up.
She kind of sighs and goes, yeah, try not to this time. Listen, Cash, I'm really glad you're back, and I wish we could talk, but I am really, really tired now.
No, please, I'll let you guys sleep. I have some testimonies that I need to give to the council and a hearing, and I have to prep for that. But I want to tell you everything that happened, because I'm done keeping secrets from you. It's too much, I can't. And I want to tell you the story of why I'm here and why you're here. But again, that's for another time.
Yeah, you have a lot of explaining to do, but for now, I guess we gotta sleep.
Yeah, I'm gonna head back to my dorm.
Yeah, good night, Cash.
I love you, Dar.
Love you too.
And I am so sorry.
She kind of gives you one more hug, and then I gotta. Jesus. All right. Good night.
Yeah. I look like a ghost, so I'm gonna go put on some pajamas.
Yeah. The good call. And her and Will, Senior, go back to bed. Julie, the ritual is ready.
Oh boy. Okay.
You see all these salves and you see like the sage being burned, and she brings out this kind of big vat of water, and she begins chanting in this tongue that you can't tell, and the room kind of gets a little bit warmer, and then you kind of see a glow kind of coming from her a little bit, and she begins chanting, and you're kind of laying down on this circle of like chalk drawings laid out, and she begins flicking this water on you, and as it does, it kind of settles on you and then kind of evaporates off, and she continues chanting, and eventually she kind of takes a big, not a big handful, but like a full handful of water, and just kind of dumps it on you. Not dumps it on you, she kind of takes this handful of water and kind of turns it over on top of you and splashes you a little bit, and as that does, nothing happens.
Great. I'm so glad I did this.
She goes, Julia, I'm not quite. Are you sure it's not like your inner voice, like a internal monologue or something, like a subconscious, or maybe you have like an angel or something, like a guardian angel. I'm not quite sure.
Are you sure you're just not like thinking things and getting spooked by it?
If you need psychological care,
No.
We can do that. It could be, it could be anything.
Thanks for trying. And I stand up and make to leave.
You kind of storm out a little bit. And she goes, if it gets worse, come back to me. I can try some mental care. I think we need to kind of up that here in SWAT. Recent events tell me that you all might need a little bit more help than just magic.
I'm going to my office.
Okay. You go to your office and you have, what are you doing? Are you checking your emails or?
Yeah, I'm checking to see if I've gotten any messages, whether it be email or magical letters that poof onto my desk.
Days of mail.
You've gotten an email from Nick kind of asking where you've been.
Oh God.
And then you've gotten a couple of emails from just like this paperwork you have to do for investigations and research
Fantastic.
and stuff like that. And then you kind of look on your desk and you have a letter from Amber.
From whom? Oh. How thick is the letter?
It seems to just be like a page.
Okay, fine. I'll open it. I'm too curious.
You crack it open and it says, Julie, I'm not quite sure what I've done, but I feel like we were getting close and then something happened. I just want to chat, but I'm going to be pretty busy these next couple of days, so whenever we both find the time, let's squash this beef, I guess?
That's a weird way to phrase it, but...
And it's signed Amber.